Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I am taking a look here at the brand new 2026 Riverstone Legacy Edition 421 FK luxury front kitchen fifth wheel built by Forestriver RV. This is Forestriver's highest line of fifth wheel trailers. Beautiful setup here. This thing has 6 slide outs, triple axle, beautiful exterior paint job, and a lot of outside storage. But we're gonna take a few minutes here, walk you through the inside and outside of this beautiful new RV. So let's hop inside, let's get it opened up and check out what this RV is all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the brand new 2026 Riverstone Legacy Edition 421 FK luxury fifth wheel here, built by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on the floor plan that was up a few seconds ago, this is a front kitchen, rear bedroom setup, 6 slide outs. This thing comes in about 44 feet long. Let's start up here in the front, and we'll kind of work our way to the back of the RV. Then we're going to go over the outside of the RV, the roof, the bottom, and then we're going to come back in and close it all up for you and show you what it looks like closed. So this is one of the 2 wood colors that are available, and also one of the 2 furniture colors that are available. So this is the darkest. The other one is kind of a white, kind of creamy look cabinet. And you have this one with the light furniture, but they also offer a dark furniture. But over here in this slide out, you're going to have 6 full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers, dovetail construction, soft close. You have your trash can here, some storage and stuff there as well. You have the large Samsung convection microwave right there, so you can cook or microwave either one. You have a nice little window over there that cranks out, has day and night roller shades on it. That is a deep tint, dual pane safety glass window. That is one thing that is really, really nice. Standard on the Riverstone product is having dual pane windows, where a lot of brands either don't offer it or charge you extra for it. Looking over here, you will have some pull-out drawers on each side of the refrigerator and some cabinet space on each side of the refrigerator. That is a large Samsung refrigerator with an ice maker built in, freezer on bottom, refrigerator part on top. You have electric outlet on each side of that area as well. There's some light controls over there, a ground fault receptacle over there, and also the fan controls over there too. Now over here on this slide out, we are going to have the dishwasher, some storage down below, little flip down door thing for some sponge holders, a drawer as well. And then even over on the side over here, there is a little area to stash the sink covers. So this thing has a high-rise sprayer faucet, another big window here, electric outlet there, day-night roller shades. But you have a kind of a 60-40 split sink here, undermount stainless steel sink, matching heavy solid surface countertops, covers here. But when you're all set up and you're not really wanting to use them, there's a place to stash them down below. Over here, we have the large contour oven. You can see in the picture popping up here, you got some storage space on each side of that oven, little drawer space. And again, this is a 4-burner gas stove top. You got the light built in, the little lights above the knobs and stuff. There is pop-up electric outlets on each side of this oven. They have USB charger ports, C and regular, all built into those as well. So you have quite a few electric outlets up here in this area. And just kind of looking up at our ceiling, you'll notice that it's different color than the rest of the RV. So this kind of has a 2-tone ceiling look to it. And up here is a large turbo exhaust fan up here to really push out any of that smoke and stuff when you are actually cooking up here. The unit has 3 ducted whisper quiet ACs on here. So you could see the returns right here instead of the large square in the roof. Again, this is a much quieter AC system. And then they have this very nice decorative backing over here, and you can obviously turn off the light if you don't want it on, but it is backlit. Beautiful solid surface kitchen countertops in here. It's kind of like a stone style, Korean style counter. Very, very nice. Kind of trying to give it that waterfall edge look. Over here, there is some storage space over here. So the controls, we'll go over those at the end, are also in this upper cabinet. But you could hang a couple coats in the lower cabinet, a little storage space up above. Now here you have kind of a little seating area, or maybe even an extra little work area if you want. But you can sit right here and look straight at your smart TV. So if you're up here eating or working or whatever you might want to do, you know, you got a great view kind of going on here. Now let's spin around. Right over there is an electric outlet, USB charger ports there as well, and a nice large window. Again, day and night roller shades. Now Cedar Creek, I got Cedar Creek on my mind again. Riverstone has a roughly 3¼ inch thick sidewall. And because of the thicker walls, that actually gives them an area to kind of build in little window sills and stuff. Very, very nicely done. A lot of hard stained woodworking and stuff throughout the Riverstone. Again, you can see those day-night roller shades. But a beautiful, beautiful setup. And due to the extra thickness of the wall, you actually have roughly an R16 insulation value. Most standard fifth wheels are usually around like an R7 to an R9. Some higher end fifth wheels get up to usually like an R10, maybe an R11. But there's very few fifth wheels out on the market left today that actually build this thicker cage style wall construction, as a lot of them have gone to a cheaper style construction, as cage style construction is handmade and much more labor intensive than just running it through a glue machine like most prefabbed RVs are built today. Let's get spun around here, kind of look toward the front again. So we are going to have a power theater seat over here. You have cup holders built in, USB charger ports there, electric outlet over there, and you also have some light controls there. Nice size window there to look out, and that does open as well. Looking at our step area, when you first walk in the entry door, you got a place to kind of kick your shoes underneath of that step. There's also a drawer that pulls out right there, and a little light right there as well. And then on the side, you have the electric box with some breakers and fuses. A little metal grab handle there to help you get in and out. Now looking at our actual entry door, it's a little bit wider entry door. Very nicely finished off here. Again, they're able to do a little nicer job here, in my opinion, in part due to that thicker wall. They're able to kind of wrap that around with this nice woodworking and stuff. That window in the door does have the Lippert thin shade already built in it. The step, when it flips up, already has the shock assist on it, so it's pretty easy to flip in and out of the RV. There's some more light controls over there, and looks like a fan control for the 12-volt powered ceiling fan up here as well. You can see the middle air conditioner, whisper quiet returns there as well. Over here, we have some overhead cabinet space. A very nice wood desk area over here. There's a couple electric outlets over there and that slide out too, so you got a nice workstation or maybe a sewing station or whatever. Multiple full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers. Soft close again. Cabinet doors again, soft close. But these are again dovetail constructed full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers. So they're not the less expensive, just nailed together or stapled style drawer construction. Some more light controls over there. All of those windows open. The large Samsung Smart TV. We have a sound bar right there. And in the wood front right there below that sound bar actually flips open. And underneath it there's things like, you know, electric outlets and some cable stuff along with the TV antenna booster. You have a very nice fireplace area right here, and that is an electric fireplace, which is basically a fancy electric space heater. You can also see the heat duct down below there where that would blow out. You'll notice the slide floors have the matching lino on them as well, flush floor slide floors. These two slides in the middle here are hydraulic slides. The other four are electric slides, if I remember correct. We'll find that out when we close it up here in just a little bit. Now this sofa over here will flip out and make into a bed, so you could sleep a couple extra guests here if you wanted to. All of those windows over there again do open and have the day-night roller shades on them. You're going to also have again overhead cabinet space up there. But what do you guys think of this look? Do you like the darker wood? I just videoed the lighter wood in the 43 BFC and posted that. So just a couple days ago. And I wanted to kind of get your opinion. Do you like the light wood or the dark wood? Just kind of help me out. The more you guys answer some of those type of questions, it kind of helps me knowing what we should actually stock versus, you know, what's going to be popular to the customer's opinion. You know, should I stock this unit with white or dark wood? Should I stock this unit with the desk right here? Or do you think that you would like an extra sofa over there instead of a desk? You know, that could also be ordered that way. Which is your favorite paint job? Do you like the reds, the blues, the blacks, you know, the tans? Again, 4 different paint jobs available when doing these legacies. Kind of makes it a little hard for dealers to know what they should stock. So it is nice when you guys let us know your favorites. Now over here, you are going to have another hanging closet area right here and a lot of shelf space up above. Down below, again, place to kick some shoes, another drawer, and also more lights. Metal grab or handle there to help you get up and down the steps. Now, when you step up here, you'll notice when we get outside actually, you're basically stepping up over top of a large storage area. So this thing has a lot of outside storage for a fifth wheel. There is a window here that does open. Very nice crown molding throughout the RV also, guys. Look how thick this wall is right here. I mean, this is a stout wall for the interior of an RV. Bathroom area, beautiful setup here. So we are going to have a very large backlit mirror right here. And there is the wife calling. Hold on one second, we'll be right back. All right, had to take that, important stuff. All right, so there is a medicine cabinet on each side of this big bathroom mirror here. And you're going to have a solid surface countertop in here matching the kitchen stuff. Dual vanity setup right here. Very beautiful setup for you and your partner. Plenty of room in this bathroom here. A lot of drawer space and storage space down below here. The nicer heavy-duty porcelain foot flush toilet with the nicer heavy-duty lid instead of the cheap plastic one. Some holders here for towels and toilet paper and your hand towels. Fan controls over there. There is a large turbo exhaust fan here in this bathroom. You also have a very large skylight up above here. Check out that shower head. Very, very nice. One piece fiberglass shower with a seat and a couple little shelves built in. Glass enclosure. Lots of room in this bathroom again to be able to come in here, get undressed, take a shower, dry off and get redressed. Yeah, it's not one of those RVs that you feel like you got to go out into the bedroom to get ready or anything. You got a big bathroom here for a fifth wheel. Down below, you have a laundry hamper, some storage for towels and linens and stuff, and a very nice, heavy, solid door there to close off the bathroom for privacy. Such a beautiful setup in this thing. Going on to the back section right here, we're stepping into our bedroom area. Camper king bed. You could do a queen if you prefer, but most people tend to do the king. There's a window on each side of the bed right here. These windows do open, and again, day and night roller shades, even in the bedroom. A lot of fifth wheels go cheap in the bedroom and take out the day shade part, which I think is kind of crappy when you're spending this kind of money. So it's nice to see they kept it in. Now this one was ordered with the optional bedroom wall heater. You can see that right there. So we have a fireplace putting out heat. I have 3 Whisper Quiet ducted ACs with heat pumps on them. I forgot to mention that earlier. These actually have heat pumps on them too. And I have this electric heater when I order this option. So there's multiple ways of trying to keep this camper warm in cold weather use. You are going to have some storage underneath of this bed. You can see the extra little 2 flip out chairs there as well. On each side of the bed, you do have a little end table and some storage in that little end table built into the slide. There's electric outlet on each side of that slide out bed fascia there, and these electric outlets have USB charger ports built into them. You're gonna have a large closet back here, so you have a lot of shelf space up here. Pretty good size closet bar, 2 motion lights in here. The vacuum also right there. It comes standard with a TravelFi Wi-Fi connectivity system. You have an option for a Starlink system. Talk with your salesperson about that if that interests you. And then you have some more storage space, or dresser space down here. Now just kind of stepping back here, let's slide this open. And right here, we are going to again have a stackable washer and dryer setup here. This is again another standard feature on the Riverstone Legacy Edition here. Very, very nice. The little TV entertainment slide out right over there. You can see there is a storage area right there in the middle. And you also are going to have 3 drawers on each side. Window does open, couple light controls over there. There's electric outlet over there, and obviously the smart TV. Now, shameless plug, you have my All About RVs YouTube channel right there playing for you guys, or well, home screening for you guys. Currently sitting at about 68,800 some odd subscribers. If you don't mind, please remember to subscribe, smash that like button if you're interested in helping out the channel and keeping up with more videos. Nice heavy duty solid wood door there. Lots of floor space in here. This thing is definitely a very nice extended stay or full-timers couples coach kind of setup here. Very, very nice setup. All right, so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Dark wood, white wood, which paint jobs, all the goodies. More ride suspension or standard suspension, guys? What do you think? Let's go outside. I want to show you around this outside, then we're coming back in to close it up. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2026 Riverstone Legacy Edition 421 FK luxury fifth wheel here. We're going to start here on the door side of the RV and kind of work our way around for you. So first things up, you can obviously see this has a beautiful exterior paint job on it. They offer a standard package if you do a standard Riverstone. When you upgrade to the Legacy package, you have your choice of 4 different exterior paint jobs that you can kind of pick and choose from, depending on maybe trying to match up the color of your truck or something, or maybe your favorite sports team's colors, whatever. But again, beautiful paint job here. High gloss, gel coat, clear coat. It is a hung fiberglass exterior. aluminum studded cage style construction here. So you could actually peel the fiberglass off of one of these type of RVs and it actually kind of stays together, as it has multiple studs throughout in a cage style construction. It's not your typical glued together laminated RV that depends on a bonding of glue and foam to hold the RV together. So it's not like on this particular type of camper, you typically don't have to worry about a delamination problem causing a structural integrity problem like you would on a lot of glued together RVs. So I give them kudos for that. They're one of the few brands that actually do a cage style construction in the RV industry still, because it's more expensive to build this way and a little more time consuming. A lot of these manufacturers just want to slap them together through a glue machine and call it a day. These guys take the time to actually hand build their RVs. Moving along here, we are going to have a power awning with the LED light strip built in close to the body of the RV. Adjustable arms for tilting, manual override in the front arm head. Their power awnings also have the aluminum protective cover that protect it when it is closed up. Very nice protective cover. And there's a second power awning back here in the back. So 2 power awnings on this RV covering a lot of space here. Now, this one was also ordered with slide out awning covers, which is again another very nice feature. And you can see it up there. Basically helps cover the top of the slide room. It repels a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, all that type of stuff. And theirs are also protected with that aluminum wrap when it's closed up. That is very, very nice. We'll actually check that out a little closer when we get up to check out the roof here shortly. Behind the first baggage door right there is going to be 2 40-pound propane tanks with the auto changeover regulator right there. So a little bit bigger tanks than you find on a lot of fifth wheels. Now just kind of looking down below, you can see this has a large drop Z frame giving you a taller storage. We'll look at it a little closer here shortly. But they bring that lower metal skirting that's nicely painted down lower to hide that drop Z frame, that I-beam frame stuff. Now you can see that little sticker flapping around down there. That's a gas line hookup right there, so you could plug in like a portable grill or something if you wanted to. But kind of check out the compartment here. It's very nicely finished off with kind of a rubber floor setup. Carpeted. Now looking up here, look at that steel structural frame up here. A lot of brands use a cheaper aluminum structure frame up here in this section. And that is where you tend to get a little bit of frame flex and stuff from some of these cheaper brands, especially those laminated models that are having sidewall cracking and stuff kind of going on now. So check that out. But again, you can see here a beautiful setup, a lot heavier duty cage style construction, and a bigger, heavier duty upper deck steel construction to really try and strengthen everything up and tie that front end all together nicely to the main frame. You're going to have the heavy duty MORryde entry exit step right here with the shock assist on it. So it's real easy to flip up in the doorway before you take off to go traveling. Large folding entry handle there to again help you get in and out. It actually comes down nice and low and out further than those folding handles. So again, it's just easier to get in and out, a little more safety there. There is a light down below there also. So at nighttime, it kind of lights it up a little bit. You also have a porch light up above your entry exit door right there. So not only do you have the LED light strips on the awnings, but you have a separate porch light and a little step light to again try to brighten it up for you. They are doing that deep tint safety glass entry exit door here, a little bit wider than some doors. I think this comes in around 31 or 32 inches wide roughly. So a little bit wider door. And you also have the touchpad lock there to help you get in and out. You're going to have on this one prepping for a camera at the top, just above that light right there. This customer actually ordered it with the 4-camera system, but it does come prepped for a 4-camera system. So this running light right over here actually has a camera on it the way they ordered theirs. Then you have another one above the door, and another one on the back and one on the other side. So when you're driving down the road, you can really see around your RV very well. But not only that, if you get the little electric adapter, you could take your monitor inside, plug it in, and then be able to actually use it inside the RV while you're just kind of sleeping at night or whatever. If you hear noise and you got your camera set up in there, your monitor, you could actually kind of use it outside. That'd be kind of cool. Don't even have to get out of bed and check out what's going on. Now looking down below, right down there, you can see the spare tire mounted underneath the bottom. You can also see the middle hydraulic auto level jacks. Very nicely done here. This again is a 6-point hydraulic auto level jack system. It is stronger, faster, and a little more reliable for an auto level system. This one was also ordered with the optional outside smart TV here. Shameless plug again, guys, my All About RVs YouTube channel playing there. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe and don't forget to smash the like button. When you do the Legacy package, you get a upgraded disc brake package as well. If you do the standard package, it's drum brakes, still nicely done, but you know, disc brakes obviously a little better. Tire pressure monitoring system on all 6 wheels, very nicely done as well. Good safety feature. Riding on 215/75 R 17.5-inch Cooper tires here, guys. Very, very nice. The Road Armor center point suspension up there, very nice. Wet bolts, kind of acts as like a shock absorber, rubber shocks kind of set up there. Now, they do have a much fancier, more ride, independent air ride suspension that you can buy. It is expensive. So, but if you are a true full-timer traveling these beautiful countryside of the United States here, you might want to consider that. I think off the top of my head, I want to say it's somewhere around like $7,000 or $8,000 if I remember correctly. Talk with your salesperson about maybe adding that. If you are the customer that's going to take it to Florida and park for 6 months and then drive home and park it away for the summer, you know, just 1 or 2 trips a year, but you're, you know, maybe living in it kind of half the year, you may not want to spend that extra money. I don't know if that would really be truly worth the extra 7 or 8 grand, but again, if you are a extended stay or full-timer type of person traveling, that might be well worth it for you. Check them out. Look at all the storage here. You do have a very nice little hook holder board back there. There's motion lights in here. These doors are all held up by shock assist there. And a very nice pass-through storage back here as well. And again, you can see very nicely finished off in here. These are thicker baggage doors. Again, painted on the outside, metal slam locks, not the cheap plastic stuff. You also are going to have the large turn signal / running light here in the center. That is a very nice safety feature. Most RVs don't have that, but when you are trying to get over, that is going to flash for you to just again try to help alert people and let them know what you're doing. What do you guys think of this paint job here? Do you like the red, the blue, the tan, or the black and silver? Let me know which is your favorite exterior paint job on these beautiful Riverstones. On around here to the back, you can see we have a very nice, beautiful painted flat back rear end here. Got the painted Riverstone logo in there. Again, thicker baggage door and everything. This thing has reverse lights. Again, another nice safety feature, letting people know what's happening. But you have that camera up there when you order the camera feature from them, and that would allow you to kind of brighten up this area again and help you at nighttime see what's really happening back here. There is a heavy-duty More Ride slide tray right here. Sliding out, but look at all of this storage up in here. Very nicely finished off. Couple motion lights in here as well. But that is a lot of outside storage. Very, very nicely done for a fifth wheel here. Now down below, there is a 2-inch hitch receiver down there. Now that is not a towing style hitch. It's actually just meant for like a luggage rack or bike rack. So please keep that in mind. But again, a 2-inch hitch receiver down there to maybe take a little bike rack or something with you. Ladder here getting you up onto the roof. This ladder is built in. It's rated for 250 pounds. But let's hop up here real quick. I want to check out this fiberglass roof with you and show you what it's all about. All right, I just wanted to hop up here real quick and kind of show you what the roof of the 421 FK Riverstone Legacy Edition might look like, depending on how you actually order yours. But kind of starting back there in the back, you can see where the ladder attaches to that fiberglass roof. One of the ACs, an attic vent, plumbing stack vent, max air fan roof vent, big skylight, another roof vent, the mid AC, again, these are whisper quiet ACs, another AC, 3 200-watt solar panels on here, so you got 600 watts of solar, another max air fan, another attic vent, the TV antenna system up there as well. And again, this thing has a fiberglass roof, and it is also painted down the edging of the roof when they do the full body paint job. But how about that, actually having a fiberglass roof on a fifth wheel instead of a rubber or TPO or something along that line. So this is thicker and stronger and much less likely to get damaged. So that I give them, again, kudos for the way they did this. Very nicely done. All right, the whole point of kind of getting up here really was to show you there's a lot of stuff up here. It's very important to get up here from time to time to maintain your seams and your seals around all of this stuff so that this RV will last you for years to come. Let's head on back down. All right, back down here on the ground, again, just extremely important to make sure you do your maintenance on your RV, whether it's around the windows or slide gaskets or baggage doors or that very nice roof we were just looking at right there. Just make sure you keep up with it. Very important. All right, moving along here. Looking down below, you could see a very nice enclosed underbelly that is insulated, heated, and also has 12-volt heat pads on your holding tanks. You also can see underneath of there was your dump hose holder for that Waste Master system. Behind the little baggage door right there is the powered power cord reel. Now I was being a little lazy and did not roll it out through the hole properly, but I left it open to kind of see what it looks like there. Right here, again, the other side of the storage area. Nice area here. And then you're going to have the other side of your pass-through storage area here as well. Motion lights in all of these compartments. Again, thicker baggage doors, metal slam lock on all of those compartments right there. Right here is your docking station. So in this docking station, you're going to have hot and cold outside utility shower with this blue hose right here. Motion light in here, black tank flush, city water or water flow inlet, basically that white knob there. So you hook your hose there and then you direct the water where you want it to go with all of these colored knobs. You can kind of see the picture up there, just mix and match what you want, where you want it to go. Cable inlets as well for cable or satellite, depending on how fancy the campground is you go to. And then you have electric dump valves down here with the fuse links just above them. Hopefully you never have a problem, but if you do, fuse link right above it. And basically that will allow you to flip a switch and dump your tanks. Very, very nicely done. Over here is your on-demand water heater. That again is a Truma AquaGo water heater. Very nice that they actually took the time to paint that, where some brands do not paint the appliances and stuff. But check out the beautiful paint job. What do you guys think here? 3 slide out awning covers on this side. Moving along here, your furnace exhaust out right here. Again, nice that they actually took the time to paint that as well. Looking down below right here, you can see your freshwater tank drain, that spare tire underneath, and again, your dump area right here as well. These windows again are the frameless look windows on the sides, and they are dual pane safety glass deep tint windows. The dual pane windows are standard on the Riverstone, where a lot of brands, they're either not available or optional. Looking in here, you could see the inverter button there to turn on the inverter, battery disconnect button as well, the ice maker on-off valve, and a low point water drain. Again, nicely finished off, rubber floor and carpeted sidewalls and stuff. Your jack controls for the auto level and also to get it on and off the truck. There is a hitch light switch here and the camera switch as well, so you can shut the cameras off if you don't want those on also. And then right here, when you do the Legacy package, you get disc brakes. That is where the disc brake reservoir is. So you got to check your fluids and stuff in that from time to time. Again, slam lock baggage door. You are going to have right up here your battery compartment. So this will hold up the 4 batteries with slide out trays. Now, when you do that Legacy package, you do get one of these fancier lithium batteries. I think it's 100 amp hour. I'll have to look back at the specs to make sure. They do offer a second one if you want to add a second one when ordering from the factory, or you could do all 4. So depending on how you want to order yours, one does a very nice job. But again, you could do up to 4 from the factory when ordering. Now right here, some really important informational stickers. I just want to run down this with you guys. So for example, this tells me this RV rolled off the assembly line and went to the paint department on 6/12 of 2025. And the model number again, 421FK. The unit has a gross vehicle weight. This is the most you're allowed to load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, 24,000 pounds. It has 3 7,000-pound axles. Now keep in mind, all the weight of the RV does not sit on the axles. There is a lot of weight that actually sits on these feet. That's what they're there for. It doesn't just magically hold itself up. It's not like a car where it's balanced on all 4 corners. And when you put it on your truck, that weight is then transferred to the tongue. So that is why your axles don't necessarily meet the overall gross weight on most RVs. The actual weight of the RV when it rolled off the assembly line with all these options and upgrades was 19,066 pounds with an exterior length of 44 feet. Again, tire size, 215/75R 17.5-inch H-rated tires with 123 PSI cold. It is extremely important, again, to keep up with your tire pressure. And again, they give you that tire pressure monitor to help you do that, because it again is very critical to keep up with that when traveling. But what do you guys think of this? Again, this thing is extremely nicely looking on the outside, I think. Moving along, we are going to have our front compartment down here with the generator prep, the hydraulic reservoir for a couple of the slides, and also the auto level jack system. If you want to do a generator, you can do so from the factory or aftermarket. You can see that 2,000 watt sine wave inverter, the solar charge controller up there. There is also a motion light up there as well. I forgot to turn that one on, but not a big deal. It's daylight out, we can still see. Stepping back here to check out the front. Again, a very nice painted front end here with multiple LED light strips in it. It is a little bit bubbled out and slightly sloped to try to make it a little more aerodynamic, but it is a high profile front end fifth wheel. The Curt Rotoflex pin box, standard here. Very nice pin box. However, you can also upgrade to the Curt Helix pin box if you wanted to when ordering the RV, or you could do something aftermarket. But it's extremely important to make sure you get the right bolt pattern and stuff when doing a pin box change. Standard 7-way Bardman wiring plug and the little breakaway cable. I like that they did the coil cable with the little clip on it. There again, you can see that optional side camera. Look how shiny and glossy that paint is. Very, very nice. All right, let's step back inside here real quick. I want to show you what it looks like all closed up. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we're now back up inside the brand new 2026 Riverstone Legacy 421FK, and I wanted to show you what it looks like closed. I've gone ahead and closed up 5 of the 6 slide outs already to speed this part up for you. So you can see here, when this back section's closed, I could squeeze through here and get to my bed if I really needed to, maybe climb over it and get to my closet or something. But really, it'd be a lot easier just to open it up. The bed slide is hydraulic. The dresser slide is 12-volt powered Lippert in-wall slide. So there is a difference. You have 3 hydraulic slides and 3 Lippert in-wall slides. So these 2 downstairs slides right here are hydraulic. The bed was hydraulic. And then the smaller slides are the Lippert in-wall slides. But you can see up here when it's closed, it's very, very tight. So I'm not getting to much up here unless I'm climbing over top of the stove here. Now, when I close up the desk slide, I can't get to the back. So that is going to stop me from going down that hallway area. Now you can see when everything is closed up like this, it is very, very close. So it is real important to make sure, you know, your doors and your drawers and everything is closed up nice and tidy so that you don't accidentally damage something. It's very, very important also when you're going out with the slides to make sure that you don't hit a electric pole or water pole or something at the campsite. So when you are ready to do your slides, you come right here to your control box. You hit this button here. You got all 6 slides, S1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're also going to have like awning 2 and 1. So you will have some different stuff here to control all of that without actually having to activate the touchscreen. You got some light controls down here as well. Extend and retract. But activate the touch screen. You can see some climate stuff here, my home screen, some different things, tanks and stuff. Or I can go in here and control all 3 of my ACs and my heat pumps, my furnace, all that type of stuff right through here. I can come in here and control some of the lights. I can dim them up and down and, you know, do some of this stuff all from this screen here. Kind of connect in, do some temperature stuff. You got an electric thing in here for energy management type stuff. But you kind of get the idea. Inverter stuff over here. We got another light switch for the counter area. You're going to have things like this complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance thing for they basically provide for you for the first year. Some different stuff all right here, just kind of mentioning some of these little things. It is very, very important to kind of keep up with all of your maintenance and stuff for these type of RVs, guys. All right, thanks a ton for taking the time to watch this RV tour as always. We got another couple videos popping up here real soon, so if you're interested in some more Riverstone stuff, keep an eye out. Thanks again for watching my videos.